on my nail! My nail!
What is up, people?
Woo!
How y'all freaking doing? It is the first time we've had an actual intro for a long time.
Yes.
We freaking just had a Lambo gas really quick, and like it never freaking. I would always have to be like, "You ready?" And you'd be like, "Yeah," and then we click it and it's fucking live. So now we actually got a live intro. Got a legit intro now.
Yeah. The debut.
It has been debuted, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all freaking doing today? We got a cool one for you. Doing the old Wendigo, and I'm pretty stoked. We normally talk about like, what was your intro to it? And you had one, and I cannot pinpoint my own. So what was your intro for the Wendigo?
Yes.
Let's
So
get this back just a little bit.
it might not be like the first time that I was introduced to it, but it's the one that I remember the most, I think. So like the movie Ravenous,
Yes.
I believe, was, you know.
Do you remember like a little bit of the synopsis of like what the movie was about? Because I really can't remember it. I remember the dude's face, and I remember some of the shit that was going on, but I remember his face mainly.
So like the movie has a lot of layers, honestly. But like a general rundown is like it's set in kind of like the Pilgrim times, I guess. Maybe around that, era, and this guy, it's like settlers, and this guy is like, he was like in the army, and I forgot, he got like, he was a decorated soldier or something. So they send him to this one area to kind of like help out, and they randomly like discover this guy in the woods, and he said
Wendigos, hell yeah.
Yeah, basically like stuff happened. He like got lost out there with a group of people.
Yeah.
And like stuff happened, and so they bring him into the camp, and they're trying to get or whatever, and they try and help him get better, and things kind of go haywire from there. And that guy, like, there's like cannibalism involved, and
Oh shit.
like there's like a psychological aspect to
Yeah.
it. You know how like the thing was like
Like it could be anyone.
yeah,
kinda?
like there's
Yeah.
a lot of that going on, and it's a really good movie. More like, I would say, and natural.
Yeah,
Like the Wendigo spirit, or like insatiable appetite, or whatever.
I think that's something that keeps happening throughout the whole Wendigo, like the origin story of the Wendigo, and then on top of that, like they the cannibalism. I don't know why that's so prevalent in Wendigo, but cannibalism is a huge thing that keeps on reoccurring. It just keeps continuously being brought up, and yeah, it's a thing, man. It's a real thing.
Yeah,
Wasteland,
cannibalism is
yes.
wild.
We are straight up talking Wendigos today, my friend. Wendigo. We got a picture of it. Let's see here. Do web shirts. Wow, that was our homeboy in Ravenous. Tell me y'all don't remember this guy's face. Like, he is the most classic 90s and early 2000s villain in the whole world. Like, this dude. His face. Was he ever a good guy?
Actually, I don't know if he's a villain in that. I think
He's not a villain?
I think he's just like a like captain kind of, or like some kind of soldier.
Guy Pearce, right? That was his name?
And that's not Guy Pearce.
Oh, shit.
That is
Robert?
somebody else.
It's not David Arquette.
No,
Maybe
Robert
it's-
Carlyle is actually the guy who does all those voiceovers. He was the
Oh, shit.
bad guy, sort of.
Wait, what is this guy's name? We gotta Arquette. Pierce.
Is that it? Jeffrey?
know.
Is that Jeffrey Jones?
Well, let's click on the stars here. We gotta figure it out. Guy Pierce. No, I don't think so.
Who's that?
Oh shit. Jeremy. Nope.
Not
Nah,
him.
not that guy. Oh shit, he's in a lot of other movies. Damn, that guy's pretty famous. Let's find out what this guy's name is, because it's gonna kill me.
Neil McDonough.
Neil McDonough.
That's gotta be it.
The freaking...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely him. This guy.
It's his eyes.
It's
They're
definitely
like
the eyes.
super, like, just piercing.
Isn't he a bad guy in the fucking Captain America movie? As well? I don't know, dude.
I know he was the bad guy in Walking Tall.
He was definitely the bad guy in
Yeah.
Walking Tall. Tried to act like the good guy for a while.
Yeah.
Turns out he was just a shasty little dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, honestly...
Robert Carlyle is a
shit, there it is.
He's got like the whole
Play it with
like
some sound.
mustache look and like.
Let's get in there on some sound on this. See if we can actually hear it and witness it together, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn. I hope this is like an old school 90s trailer.
I hope so too, yeah, dude. We got
Legend. Wendigo. Man eats the flesh of another. He absorbs the other man's strength. Evil. I just had to try. Power. You need others. Hunger. How do you stop? You don't. Now. You are.
a lot of yelling in this trailer.
Eat. Bon appetit. He was licking me! Ravenous. Rated R.
Dude, that movie slams.
Look, that trailer slams. Trailer of the year 2022, and it was like, came out in the fucking 90s.
When he's in the water and he's like, ah!
Right. Somewhere in, dude. Well, this part too, that he's just like,
You don't. Stop. You don't. Now. Now. You don't. Now. You don't. Now.
Oh, shit.
Why did they make movie trailers so fucking hard back then?
Dude, movie trailers were 10,000 times better than they are now. I hate fucking movie trailers now.
I know, because movie trailers give everything away now.
Especially anything that's being any kind of trailer for streaming service shows.
Yeah.
You might as well not even watch the show after it.
Don't watch the movie, because if you watch the trailer, you're like, okay, so, and then they're like, I can't believe you died. And then it's like the main character. You're like, okay.
The newest one that I glimpsed at that made me so mad, even though I don't even really care about the show.
Yeah.
It was the trailer for the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show. But it's called Bel-Air, you know? Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be like a serious kind of drama now.
Oh, man, why are they doing this to our homie?
I mean, it looked kind of cool, but like, I didn't even finish the trailer, but it was like over 3 or 4 minutes long, and halfway through it, I'm like, I've already literally watched the entire show from the trailer.
Jeez, dude.
Like, I don't even... Yeah. There's no secrets. I've seen everything. It's all there.
Yeah. Winston said not everything, just a few moments of the movie that's actually worth watching. But that's what they've done now. They've, like, condensed the entire trailer, and they're like, any big plot twist, put it in the trailer.
Yeah, and they put, like, all of the massively greatest scenes from the movie into the trailer. And
well,
they're
I'm not
like...
saying that this isn't the greatest scene. But...
You are who you eat. Bon appetit.
It was licking me!
Dude, that's a good ass trailer.
I feel like that was, because it gave you just enough. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
How long is that? 30 seconds.
30 seconds. You get
30
a
seconds.
whole fill.
Dude, now they're like 3 and 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
30 seconds is prime. That's all.
I'm captivated, and now I have that whole movie again just because of how fucking legit that is. Sue Belair for emotional damage. Nick act all distraught about them giving the show away in the trailer. Dun dun dun. Wait, no, this is Chris Kit Cannon. Are you talking about?
I don't know.
Or are you talking about? Is there another dude named Nick?
I don't know.
But you know what? I would definitely sue them because I feel emotionally damaged as well.
I mean, that literally makes me want to go watch Ravenous again.
I know, like, yeah. If nothing else, there's so many people screaming. Something had to happen.
It's the perfect time for it because it's set in, like, the really harsh winter. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's the perfect time.
I mean, that dude is literally possibly naked, waist deep. He's possibly naked. And all that snow and shit's around him. Did he win Actor of the Year for this? Nope, got this, like, that. David Arquette's so fucking funny already, anyways.
Power. We need others. Hunger.
Yes.
I couldn't actually find where mine was. I'm pretty sure that for me, the Wendigo, the first time I ever saw the Wendigo or had an experience with the Wendigo, he won Hardest Nipples of the Year for that. Yeah, he
straight
definitely
up,
at least got that.
Yeah.
But
that's why I was screaming.
Yeah.
It hurt, you know?
He accidentally rubbed his hands across his nipples and sliced his hands open. But for me, like, I I remember watching it on Batman, the cartoon series, and I could not find it. So then I was like, well, fuck, maybe it was Scooby-Doo. But I'm pretty sure it was around that time, and that was the first time I heard about it. I know that Scooby-Doo had a movie that featured the Wendigo, and I think there were a few of them.
Yeah, I feel like you're right. I feel like I remember that, and there was like multiple, but they're kind of like not like massive or anything.
Yeah.
Like smaller or whatever.
So like I can't find that anywhere, and then we found a couple of like shitty renditions of it. HBO Max has the Batman series. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was probably the greatest Batman.
I watched a couple of them. Like they're really like very, very, very good.
Yeah, man.
Very good.
Mark Hamill, you really can't top that dude. I mean,
and a lot of
shit.
things. Like,
great actor, great voice actor. Mark fucking
been better voice actor.
Yeah, for sure.
Than
anybody else
Luke
that tries to
Skywalker.
be the Joker after him. It's just like
it's a hard like. I've seen some where it hasn't been Mark Hamill like animated.
Yeah,
but
you can tell that they definitely took Mark Hamill as like
an influence.
Yeah. Gotta reset the modem. I'm still buffering. BRB. Dude, I don't know. I think it might also be us as well, too. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but we're definitely having some frame droppage over here. We're at like 22% of frames dropped. I don't know why it's doing that, but it has definitely dropped some. Let me make sure that we're deleting anything that we're not actually using at the moment. And I think we're good. But let's get into it, man. We talked about kind of like where we first ran into the Wendigo. I feel like yours is definitely better. That fucking movie looks awesome, and I remember seeing it when I was a kid. So like,
wow,
yeah,
I didn't see it until it probably was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh damn!
When I first saw it, and like watched it all the way through.
My dad was really big on like us watching just movies whenever we came over to his house. So like my stepmom would make us dinner or whatever, and then like we'd have dinner and then watch a movie afterwards, and that was kind of like our thing. So every weekend he'd have like a new movie, or we'd go to the movies and stuff. And yeah, we watched that, and then there's a movie that had dude, right?
That's a wild one to watch.
Yeah, with your dad when you're like maybe 8 years old, maybe.
Yeah,
it's pretty wild. What's the bit rate set at? Honestly, I am not 1,000% sure. I think we're I'd have to look it up. Bless Blended! What a freaking gifted subs! Thank you so much!
Hell yeah.
Bless, how the fuck are you today, my friend?
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Dude, I forgot how, like, that's my favorite gift ever, like, you've ever made. It's just me smashing shit.
Oh, yeah, dude, I saw that last night for the first time, and I was like, man, that's perfect.
Yeah, smashing. Oh, God. Well, I gotta do some sips, but, Chris, will you read a little bit about the Wendigo thing? Bless, how have you been, dude? I saw that you're,
Give me a hell yeah!
What? Dude. Dude, I saw that your YouTube channel, you're not going to be doing, like, live streams for a while, but, have you guys got everything figured out? His stuff is fucking hilarious. He does, like, sketch comedy.
Bless Blandon.
It's fucking hilarious.
Check that out.
Definitely do it, man. Alright, so here you go. Web shit. I'm going to do a couple of sit-ups while you are, here. Boop, boop.
Yeah, I was about to say, them letterings is
Cursive
a little tiny.
lettering.
Alright, so... Wendigo, the mythical creature, the legend, and its origins. The Wendigo is a mythical creature from Native American Algonquin folklore, which is believed to roam in the forests of the Great Lakes region and the Atlantic coast of both Canada and the United States.
Oh, yeah.
The word Wendigo means evil spirit that eats humans. Wow.
I mean, if it...
Like,
it's crazy they've got a name for something so specific.
Evil spirit that eats humans, like straight
fucking
up.
Terrifying. Oh my god.
According to some interpretations, while it might simply mean cannibal according to others.
Oh, sorry.
So,
boop, boop, boop. Let me do this really good. Cow.
wop, wop, wop.
Yeah.
Although the creature was firstly described as a demonic entity or an evil spirit of no physical form in early Native American folklore, Wendigo became to be... wow, this is worded weird. Wendigo came to be known as a beast with time. That's weird wording. Anyways.
Yeah, physical form and...
According to...
That is weird.
Ojibwe, maybe. I think that's how you pronounce that. Folklore. Wendigos are giant creatures with a slender body, taller than 14 feet. The reason behind why they look so slim, but also so big, was explained with the most famous trait of the creature. Never-ending hunger for human flesh.
Jeez, that guy's got some fucking high metabolism that can only be quenched with eating somebody's flesh.
Yeah, so like straight up, right out of the gate, it's so specific, you know, never-ending hunger for human flesh. Like nothing else.
Yeah.
No beasts in the forest, no deers, no whatever. Straight up, they eat humans.
I wonder, like, okay, so say that this is something that is not mythological, like it's not a real thing. Say it's 100% man-made, manufactured. How the fuck did they come up with this back then?
Yeah, like, I wish that it had, like, sort of the time frame of origins here that we're talking.
It's supposed to be bad luck and summon them to you. To say Wendigo, to even say Wendigo, we've said it a shit.
Whoa, Wendigo!
Wendigo. Dude, I'm just saying.
Wendigo.
Yeah.
Eat some fucking.
By the way, it was Taco Tuesday today, and I went to Laredo's like around 11 o'clock, and I ate 3 hard-shell tacos and a fucking burrito. I was so hungry whenever I went there. I was like, 3 hard-shell tacos, that's my normal. But the burritos are like the size of your fucking arm.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if I want one. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll get a burrito too.
Yeah.
And then, dude, I ate almost all of that. Almost every bit of the food.
Dude, maybe sometimes the spirit of the Wendigo might be present.
Maybe.
But like at a slightly less cannibalistic way.
That makes sense.
And I believe that spirit lives inside of me. Because like when it comes to eating, I have to tell myself to stop. Like
Chris,
most
the fork down.
In most cases, like I will like be full to the brim.
Yeah,
like, I'm like stuffed. And I have to be like all right.
Yeah,
that's enough. I mean, you're the same way though, right?
Yep.
We just keep on eating.
And normally I've got a better
we're kind of like
yeah,
tall and slender as well.
We
like,
might be the motherfucking Wendigo, dude.
We've discovered our like.
And we're both Native American.
Yes.
We're both Native American.
Damn.
Also, spirit of one can possess other humans if not buried immediately.
Burn?
Oh, shit. Oh, burn. Sorry. And...
Run.
Ginger Brody!
Whoa.
What? With a freaking... Thank you so freaking much, Ginger! How is everybody?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm just throwing this out there. We're almost at 2,000 freaking followers. So everybody that's new, how's it going? I'm John. This is Chris.
What up?
We're the Heck Podcast.
Welcome.
Over here talking a little bit about some freaking Wendigo origins. So
Wendigo?
Yeah. Ginger, how's your freaking stream? Guys, what the crap? Buckle up! Freaking Kaya, thank you so much for the follow! Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you all so much. How was your freaking stream? I like your name, Darkness Soul. Hell yes. And Killer Cam, how the fuck have you been, dude?
Darkness Soul. It's gotta be a
Darkness Soul.
reference to
gotta be a friend of
them
the Dark Souls.
games.
Yeah. Wait, Poppy Clutch, how the hell are you? And freaking dun. We just had another new follower as well too. Dave, thank you so much for the freaking follow. How's your stream, man? Shout if you need me. You're in my ears, and I'll keep working. Oh, dude, yes, Songbird. It's all swell. These guys always make me feel amazing. Well, you should feel amazing because you're freaking an awesome person. Have you checked out Ginger's freaking?
I feel like I've
streams?
seen a lot of clips and stuff, like on Twitter, maybe.
Dude, it is the one time that I feel like you can definitely you can use the word the G-spot in a normal conversation. Because that's the name of her place. It's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much for coming by. I fucking
Hell
love y'all
yeah.
to death, dude. You guys are freaking awesome. But yeah, we're talking the freaking Wendigo.
Wendigos.
We might have just figured out that we're actually Wendigo ourselves because we're both tall, skinny dudes who have an insatiable appetite for food and possibly human flesh. We've never ate it.
I mean,
I've never ate it.
I've never had the desire to eat human flesh.
But
it might be a problem if we did end up eating some and it tasted good.
I know. So, like, technically, I don't know that I'd don't like human flesh. I've never had it before. Not saying that if somebody was like, you want to eat this human, I would definitely be like, no, for sure not.
I mean,
but
literally, like, okay, so like, what if it was a scenario where somebody served you some food? Okay, so you went to a dinner party, right? And then
you're Reeves, I'm Reeves, Big Reeves. You might be a fucking. You could be a Wendigo as well.
Brandon.
How much Cherokee do you have in you? I think I'm an 8th Blackfoot Cherokee. That's mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Judge Dredd!
I know for a fact that my great grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee.
Your great-great-grandmother was?
I think.
Yeah, so my granddad... Yeah, so my great-granddad was. So my granddad's dad was a Cherokee Blackfoot.
Okay. And then my great-great-granddad, I think, was Irish.
Damn.
And then, yeah.
We're just a mixing pot of people.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I like about it. But we might be the fucking Wendigo.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at here. And so I think
because they're tall, slender, and they have an insatiable appetite. Specifically, Wendigos is for human flesh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
mine is for pizza and tacos.
Dude, yeah. Yes. 1000%. Dude, but like to what you were saying, you said if somebody served you some food and didn't tell you what it was, and then you ate it, who knows if you would have liked it if it was human? You have no clue. I have no clue.
If they didn't tell you and you're
my great-great-grandmother was full Cherokee too. Brandy, you could be a Wendigo. Or I don't know how this whole thing works. We're figuring out together. Let's do this. Hey, freaking May, how you doing? So, like you said, they can be about 14 feet tall, very skinny, and they can eat a 150-pound human would make their bodies grow that much weight.
Yeah, okay, so...
Oh, shit.
Here we go. The legend has it that Wendigos are never satisfied and full no matter how much human flesh they consume. In addition to that, Wendigos grow bigger every time they eat human flesh in proportion to the flesh they consume.
Oh, shit.
Example, eating a 150-pound human would make their bodies grow that much.
What the fuck? They would grow like 150 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh!
So they get stronger the more that they eat in comparison to how much they eat.
Holy shit, dude. Okay. So it's kind of like you can't stop this dude. You can't stop him. Once he gets going, you're going to have to beat him up when he's a little child, you know?
Yeah.
Little baby in Wendigo, you're going to have to clip the wings quick, you know?
Yes.
Maybe he follows me wherever I go. Blinks twice to done. They say that they can shapeshift too and can mimic the voice of loved ones. I've heard that one. Like they'll call out to you in the forest or something like that.
Dude, so like, weird story.
Mm-hmm.
Not true to me, but before I came over, I was on Instagram and I was just like, you watch people's stories or whatever, and it was just going through, and I don't even remember whose story this was on, but it was like this weird post of this guy that he was hunting wild boar, and I clicked on it and I was like reading through it. It was like 8 pages long, but I read them all.
Yeah,
and basically he was like hunting a wild boar in the forest because like. In America, wild boars are running rampant. Right?
Yeah, there's actually a lot here in Tennessee as well too.
Yeah, like I think that's recent though. Like, but the way that the season is set up is that you can hunt wild boar at any time because they run rampant and it needs population.
They
control.
eat a lot of like
they eat anything. So that's why they you can kill them in any point of the year. So he was out and he wanted to do some night hunting, and he got this new like thermal scope, right?
Dude, that's how you know this guy's in it for the fun of it. Like you could clearly go out and shoot it during the day. He's like, I kind of want to go in the night and get a thermal scope.
Yeah. So like, okay, he's out there at night, and the first night he went out there. There was like he was out there from like I think he said 2 p.m. to like 10 p.m. to like 2 a.m.
Yeah, and
there was nothing. Like nothing came out. He saw like a couple of deer maybe, but like he went over to this other area the next night or whatever, and he said that he was like looking down the scope, and it was one of those that was thermal, but it was like black and white. So it was like it wasn't like a night. It was kind of. Like Predator, but like black and white,
some stories Wendigo can fly. They say the Jersey Devil might be a Wendigo. That's what I was thinking as well too. And we were gonna do one possibly of the Jersey Devil. I think I was gonna talk to you about that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Jersey Devil. We're gonna do that one
Yeah.
soon. But so he's out there and he's looking down his scope and he sees this thing come out of like the brush and he thinks it's a bear because it's just like solid white. And then he's like keeps looking and he notices that it's a naked man.
Oh shit!
Straight up like a naked man.
Yeah.
And it says that he's like looking at him. He's like, he can't believe it. So he's just sitting there. And then he said the next thing that happens is the man kind of like gets down on his hands and he's like looking up at the sky like he's about to howl.
Yeah.
But he lets out this, like, it sounds like a female girl's voice that says, "Help me, I can't walk."
What the fuck?
Yes.
No.
I can't walk. Help me. And
That is
he
so
said
fucking creepy.
It sounded just like a female saying it, but it was straight up a man.
Did he see the dong? Does he know it was a dude?
I'm guessing that's how he knew it was a man.
I'm just saying. Night vision goggles. He's like looking down a scope. Did he see something flopping?
He had to see the.
He's
like,
all right.
the Johnson.
Clearly, there was some kind of man feature.
But so he's looking down and he's like,
that is so fucking
it freaked
weird,
him out.
dude.
But he didn't want to move because he
it.
said this thing was like 100 yards away, 150. It was out there. So he starts to like get his stuff together and like he notices that the thing is like it looks at him.
Oh, fuck
he's like, there's no way that person could hear me over here. And he said it starts to like come at him, so he like shoots down at its foot and he yells out, "Don't fucking come over here or I'll shoot you."
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a naked man, you know. You wouldn't want...
That dude, at the very least, it's a guy on meth.
Yeah, right.
At the very least, it's a methed out dude. The most, it could be a fucking Wendigo.
Right.
So, like...
And then he, like, says the thing kind of, like, walks towards him, and then he, like, shoots again, but it's, like, over his head.
Yeah.
And then it runs off to the side and, like, runs through the thing or into the woods, and he packs up his shit and gets out of there.
No, hell no. I probably would have done the same thing that guy did. But, like, honestly, I probably would have shot the thing. The second time, for sure. The first time, probably not. But the second time, for sure, I'm shooting that thing.
He didn't want to shoot it because, like, he wouldn't know how to explain that to the police. Because he was just out there randomly hunting.
God, though. I would fucking lose my shit.
Sounded like a... Dude, that's what freaked me out whenever he did the, like, call or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, so you know what? Like I was talking to Nick, my brother. I'm a very optimistic skeptic for sure. I'm like optimistically skeptic about all this stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be cool if it was out there, but I really don't believe it. And I was talking to him about ghost in particular. I was like, dude, out of all the ghost stories and shit, you would have heard something. There would be some definitive proof that there was like a ghost, you know, like. And if ghosts could do any more than like pick your bottle up and move it or some stupid shit like that, and they could actually kill people, I was like, I think the reason we got on this conversation was I was telling him that like I'm more afraid of somebody breaking into my house than a ghost, and he was like, well,
right.
And so, but what he told me was he was like, you know, so like, what if you know somebody just fell down the stairs and they died that way or whatever? How do they know that that wasn't like a ghost did that or something, or you had a heart attack or something like that?
Let me help you.
It could be like ghost related. So he was like, you know, just because they don't have it written down as like a ghost or something doesn't mean that. So like Wendigo shit, like I don't know, man. I would love to believe that some of this stuff's out there. I really would.
I don't know about the Wendigo. The Wendigo's fucking terrifying. Like
any and all of it, man. I'm like, fuck. I wish we lived in a world where like shit like this was real. But you know, I don't know. You just gotta defend yourself.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. But that's pretty wild though, dude. And let's go back to web shit. Dun dun dun. Wendigo curse. How does one become a Wendigo?
See, that's what I was interested in because I hadn't researched that a whole lot, and I wasn't sure. So
this says that according to Mist, there are two ways of turning into a Wendigo: being contact with a Wendigo for a long period of time and consuming human flesh. So if we accidentally ate someone, we could possibly turn into a Wendigo. And if we're in contact for a long period of time, what exactly constitutes a long period of time?
Yeah.
And
at least, I mean, I would say like at least a week.
Yeah, so cannibals are Wendigos? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, where are stipulations?
According to this, yes.
Yeah.
Because if you eat human flesh, that's how you become a Wendigo. That's,
Even if that's not real creativity to come up with it is impressive, that's exactly what I said earlier. I was like, dude,
yeah, because like this is like hundreds of years old.
Yeah,
hundreds of years old.
It says Native Americans believe that eating human flesh, even if it's to survive harsh winter conditions, turns one into a Wendigo. On a side note, another version of the myth suggests that humans who are extremely greedy can turn into Wendigos themselves.
Yeah, so basically it's like you cannot be satisfied like with anything.
Yeah,
so
that
like
makes sense.
I need more property, I need more money, I need more, anything.
Yeah.
Can turn you into a Wendigo.
Tacos, boobs. I'm a Wendigo. Could be the case.
Straight up.
Dun dun dun. Abilities of a Wendigo. Wendigos are exceptionally strong, immune to harsh weather conditions, and have a heightened sense, which makes them excellent hunters. Which could be what that dude was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck did he hear me? 150 yards away.
Yeah, he was like hella far away from this thing. And he was being quiet to try and get his stuff packed, So
yeah, so maybe they were pretty much there's a thing over here that I'll be talking to you about, but where most people are saying that it originated from was the Cree, which is also called what did they speak?
Well, it's part of the Algonquin speaking natives. Like there's a group of them that all spoke kind of the same, I guess, language.
So like those people, and they actually came from North America, but back then obviously there weren't borders of countries, so it was like in the, let me see exactly where it was at. Well, these are the people that
This domain, they included immense areas from east of Hudson and James Bays to as far west as Alberta and Great Slave Lake, which is now Canada.
Okay.
So like hella north of America.
So
into Canada. Which makes a lot of sense because
the cold weather conditions and
the
stuff.
cold and
Slush. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Bye, how's it going?
I think a lot of the origins involved actually harsh winters up there when they were trying to survive, and maybe they did run out of food, and maybe they did have to eat some of the tribe. So
yeah, I mean, definitely could see that being the case, man. Doesn't Wendigos connect to the Donner Party? Wait, what's the Donner Party?
I don't know either.
I am interested in it, though. Lime Slush, how the fuck have you been, man? I saw that you're getting to see the new Spider-Man movie. It is a masterpiece. And Bayou Bengal, you are the danciest, most beautiful dude I've seen on Twitter and Twitch ever in my life. That was fucking awesome. We rated out to him last night, and it was a party.
Oh, nice.
Fucking the whole time. He's fucking getting hype as shit, and it was awesome. I know that some native tribes did eat enemies they killed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about in like Native American culture.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I would have to research that. But I know for sure that they did in like the Pacific Islanders.
Oh, yeah.
Down there. That's how they gained strength.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
They would kill their enemies and then eat part of them.
A group trying to travel west and they got lost in a blizzard and they had to eat each other. Shit. Oh, wow. Also, to kind of go with what you were saying, in addition to that, they are known to be able to mimic a person's voice, which is fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Some legends suggest that a Wendigo would slowly drive its victim mad and would start luring the victim away by releasing an odor that only he can smell. The victim would lose sleep and have nightmares, driven to madness day by day.
Yeah, they actually they called it Wendigo fever.
Oh shit!
Is how they would lure their prey into the wild, because it would make them go so crazy that they would just run into the woods.
Yeah. Look it up and make a great episode. Brandy, can you post that in the Discord? But the Donner Party, that does sound really cool. I would fucking love
that.
to.
That's probably really close to how the
you're gonna do my culture creatures next.
Ravenous went, because it was set during the settler times, and all that, and so.
What culture creature are you talking about? Because I mean, we're always down for suggestions. 100% love learning about this stuff.
Yeah,
and
I mean, really, like the Chupacabra.
Oh, we already did the Chupacabra like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we got a Chupacabra episode out.
Yeah,
I loved that episode.
What was your takeaway from it? Because mine,
Chupacabra, like to me, I think it's probably real.
You think it's real?
Yeah, because I feel like I saw one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, I've heard some people say they saw one. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we've seen, like the reported cases, at least, like the main media ones, I think those are hoax. Like
a lot of them seemed weird, but the one thing that I couldn't get past was the fact that there were corpses,
bodies,
and they were drained of blood, and it was not, comparable to like coyote attacks. So I don't know.
It's possible. I would say that I'm still skeptical.
We got that one on YouTube though.
Yeah, it is on YouTube, so you can find it on YouTube as well too. And then the Lorena, the woman in white, I think that one's creepy as fuck, dude. That's such a creepy one.
But I've heard the name.
It'd be cool one to look up too. Here we go. Wendigos can manipulate, control other creatures of the forest and make them attack their victims. It's believed that Wendigos become stronger as it gets older, which probably plays into like the more it eats, the stronger it gets. Y'all don't mess with it, dude. All right. Next episode is Lorena. I don't know, but however you pronounce it,
La Llorona.
That's the next one.
My
next episode,
Sharona.
Thursday. You want it next Thursday or next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Origins.
2 L's make a Y sound.
Okay. So La Llorona.
La Llorona. Llorona. We're gonna figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Or we'll horribly mispronounce it. The first episode on pronunciation.
Yes.
Well, I definitely don't need that one. Maybe Chris can use it. I don't feel like I need that one. Probably the most interesting one among their abilities. Wendigos are known to be able to control weather and call upon darkness during daytime as they grow older and stronger.
Yeah, I was reading one thing about them, and it said that some of them have the ability, like the eldest ones have the ability to like make it so dark that it blacks out the sun.
Shit.
So
that's pretty powerful.
God,
pretty freaking powerful.
Yeah, like Wendigos are insane.
Nothing to fuck with, man. What up, dude? One Wing Emma, how are you doing, Emma? It's been a while. How are you?
Yay.
Yeah. Can a person be saved from the Wendigo curse? Well, there are two different opinions regarding the cure for people who turned into Wendigos. It's believed that a human being that turned into the Wendigo remains inside it, around the heart area of the creature, which now might become a 14-foot tall or more, or 14 feet tall or more. To save a person from the curse, not only the creature, but the person inside must both be killed. In other words, death is the only way to save a person's soul from the curse. That said, although very rare, there were some stories that told the person under the curse was saved while the Wendigo was killed.
So, like, if you become a Wendigo, you're fucked.
Pretty much you're fucked. I think you're gonna have to die, and then they can maybe revive you or something like that. So, like, maybe drowning or something, you know?
So, like die for... Yeah.
Yes. Doing good, dudes? How are you both? I'm doing pretty freaking good. How are you, Chris?
I'm awesome.
Hell yes. I mean, like, Emma, do you have any, like, cryptid type stuff that you're interested in? We've been doing these, origin stories of, like, different beasts and monsters and stuff. If you've got any suggestions, let us know. Today's episode is about the Wendigo.
Dude, I don't know if we have a little, well, there's a actual, like, historical cases where people claimed that the Wendigo spirit caused them to eat their, like,
damn.
There's one guy, I can't remember, his name was, like, Swift Runner, I think. And he killed and ate his family.
I remember hearing about this. Dude, if you'll find can you find it?
I mean, if you go to Google and type in, like, Swift Runner, I think it should pop up. But he, like, ate I guess he ate his whole family. Yeah.
Maybe, oh shit,
yeah, that's
Swift Runner. Oh, damn, this guy. Oh shit.
I mean, like,
Do serial killers count? Yeah, we've covered serial killers.
If they be eating people,
yeah,
they got the Wendigo spirit.
Wait, why the fuck is this dude? I thought he was Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, that's the eye drops dude.
Sounds very quiet. Ba dun dun. Misfit Oblivion. What? How the hell are you? It's been so long. So this Bill Nye the Science Guy, or no, this the Clear Eyes.
Yeah.
Clear Eyes.
Clear Eyes is awesome.
So this is the guy right here, Swift Runner, and first of all, the name.
Characteristic: mass murderer. Characteristics: cannibalism. Number of victims: 6.
Killed and ate 6 people. His wife and 5 children. Method: he shot and hit them with an axe. This was in Alberta, Canada. So again, back in Canada, it's the Clear Eyes. Bueller.
Executed by hanging at Fort Saskatchewan on December 20th, 1879.
So 1879 was
like
a while ago, but
clearly
not that
hella
long
winter
ago.
time.
Yeah. It was a while ago, but not that far out that I feel like. Again, he was a Cree Indian. So Swift Runner.
So that's where the Wendigo the stories originated was from the Cree people.
Yeah, Songbird. So we were actually, Chris was just telling us about a story that he read or saw on a Instagram story recently, where this guy saw somebody and they did that. They used the voice mimicking and
he witnessed them do it. Like that's so strange.
That is so fucking crazy. But he said that it was a big dude and
big old tall naked man.
Yeah, and like stood up and said, Help, I can't walk.
I can't walk. Yeah, help me.
In a woman's voice. Yeah. I'm into a lot of folklore from around the world. If you'd like later on, I can give you the name of some Scottish folklore tales. I'd fucking love that. I would love that. I love them to do the Fae lore from Scotland, especially the Changelings. Changelings, I don't know if have we covered the Changelings? No.
I mean, like, there's some similar characteristics, not necessarily with Fae, but with Skinwalkers and Wendigos. They kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But
wait, May, you said my encounter wasn't as fun if
I'd rather heard a mimic voice.
Wait, what encounter did you have?
What, you encountered a Wendigo or something?
Yeah, you've got a Wendigo encounter? I mean, look, if you're alright with sharing it, I'm alright with hearing it. So Swift Runner was a Cree Indian who lived during the last century in what is now central Alberta. His background seems not unusual. As a kid, he received solid, useful Cree education. He married and had a family of 6 children. He traded with the Hudson Bay Company, and in 1875, he served as a guide for the Northwest Mounted Police. Damn. Wow.
Yeah, he was...
So the guy was just a normal dude. Sounds like it, you know?
It sounds like he was very, he was well off. For like Indians back then, I guess.
It says, but Swift Runner's life ended in tragedy and notoriety. During the winter of 1878 through 79, a time of starvation and misery for the Cree people, he became possessed by the Wendigo psychosis, and abbreviation characterized by grand delusions and cannibalistic impulses that anthropologists have identified in several Canadian Indian cultures. So it's apparently that is something that is legitimately like actually researched and talked upon.
Yeah.
In the fucking anthropologists. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they say that, like,
back to work.
There's possible mental illness involved with why these things happened, because, like, it kind of, like, his mind grasped onto that, lore so hard that he felt like he was probably, like, he felt like he was really a Wendigo.
I could see that,
and
for
he
sure,
had spirit, so...
he murdered his wife and family and cooked and ate their flesh. Eventually, he was arrested, brought to the tribe, and in December of 1879, hanged at Fort Saskatchewan.
Damn.
Can I just say this, though? Like, it brings it to a whole nother level whenever it puts in there that he cooked somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty fucking crazy. Still,
I mean,
Wolf,
like-
how you doing? Nice to officially meet you. Hey, how are you today?
Heck
I'm
yeah.
John. This is Chris.
What up?
Yeah. And today we're going over the story of the Wendigo. We freaking do a podcast every Tuesday where we talk about like different monsters and myths. And today is the Wendigo. So if you've got any insight on it, hit us up. Mamie said it was before I moved in the Midwest. It was outside doing some things. I stepped off of the garage and started hearing some snarling. I stepped back into the garage and my mom came running out saying that something was there and it flew off.
Whoa.
Ba-da-da, that's a short version. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. And let's see here. My gram was Cherokee Indian, so she's very into the Wendigo lore and told us stories to make us behave. Dun, dun, dun.
See, that's part of like there's two sort of like things or reasons why like or where it came from, and that was one of them. Is like it basically was like a story of like this is what happens if you don't have self-control, if you don't control your eating habits or whatever. Things can get this far out of hand.
Kind of like a precautionary tale of sorts.
Yeah, and then the other one was more like of the encroachment of the white people on the Indians' land.
Yeah.
So
Ghost said, "How do you cook a person? Like, do you marinate them, season them? What the fuck?
I mean,
I don't know.
It just depends on what kind of like
What kind of person you got?
If we had a comparison of whatever kind of meat human is to whatever animal meat, because there's got to be some similarities, you know.
Yeah.
Between meat texture and flavor. So I'm thinking seasoning is probably a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Because most meat out there, when you cook it, you marinate it, you season it, you do all the trimmings. Like, I mean, I hate to be, but I would say it's probably better cooked. Honestly.
Yeah. It's gotta be better cooked. And you know what? Maybe throw on some Creole seasoning. That shit's delicious. So
I mean, fire.
If you're gonna have to cook a human, throw some Creole seasoning on there.
Creole is like a staple in
is.
a lot of my seasoning. Like I put
Same
it on
here.
my popcorn.
It's fucking delicious, dude.
I put it in mac and cheese sometimes.
Wait. What are you doing, Wendigos? Yes! Epic! How you freaking doing?
Yeah.
Yes!
Wendigo's coming to get you.
And if anybody's got like Wendigo backstories, like if you guys have an experience you guys want to tell us about, freaking message us, post it in the comments. We'd love to talk to you about it.
Let's go. Let's see. This says Wendigo sightings.
Wendigo sightings.
In Canada and northern parts of the United States where Algonquin-speaking tribes live, Wendigo sightings were reported by both Native Americans and white settlers.
Oh, shit.
At the beginning of the 20th century, Jack Fiddler, an OG Cree man, was arrested along with his brother for killing 14 people who they claimed to be Wendigos or turning into them.
How do you know? Like, I feel like this was another witch trial type thing. You know what I mean? Like, and how to kill a Wendigo. This is probably a good thing for you guys to know as well, too.
I think that was part of them thinking that, or they used that as an excuse to kill these people and probably eat them because they were Wendigos or whatever.
Yeah. We had to kill them. They were Wendigos. Why did you eat them? Get rid of their Wendigo bodies. Until Dawn does Wendigos, my only experience and only one I want. Yeah, for real. So like that's one of my most recent, I guess, memories of anything to do with the Wendigos, the Until Dawn story.
Yeah,
Great
the way that the Wendigos look in Until Dawn was very similar to the way that they're described in the lore. Like really tight skin stretched across like bones, and like their teeth were all gnarled, and they had long fingernails or whatever.
The scenery in the movie too, or in the game, was very Wendigo-esque as well too. It was up in the mountains. It was winter. It was cold as shit. So like, I don't know that they ever said like what state that was in or anything like that, or if that was in a state or if it was in Canada or anything. But that makes sense that it was in that area.
That's probably like
Until Dawn doing
that's
their
like
research.
I would say that's probably ties in with some of my greatest, like, not necessarily fears, but it would be hell.
Yeah.
For me, because first of all, I absolutely despise the cold. So like, if I was out in the cold, I would already be mad and pissed off anyways, and then having to deal with fucking Wendigos on top of that, I would just be like, all right, and I'm done. Just do it. Do what you gotta do.
The Wendigo. Dude, Pomichurro, how you fucking doing, man? We are, straight up talking some Wendigo today. I totally did not scream like a girl when it pops up in the viewfinder. Dude, that was a terrifying... That game did a really good job of scaring the shit out of me in random points in time, too. And you know what's
I only
the
saw
funniest
bits
part?
and pieces.
I was broke as shit at the time that game came out, and I was too broke to buy it. So I just watched somebody play it. And it was the first time, it wasn't even a stream. It was literally like watching the video game with like everything was done correctly or whatever. And like, so it was just watch the video game being played on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that was before I knew about Twitch, any of this stuff. It was pretty awesome.
Nice.
Fantastic, my brother. How y'all sexy mofos? Chris about to get wifed up with that haircut. Hell yeah, dude. There it is. Fuck yeah. When I lived in Arizona, me and one other were having a smoke. We heard what sounded like a human scream. We looked at each other and noped back inside. Yeah, dude. That's the way I probably would have done it, especially if I saw the thing that his friend was talking about in that story.
See, another thing is this also plays into things in the forest.
Yeah,
can sound really scary at nighttime.
Yeah,
like bobcats, fucking terrifying. If you hear one at nighttime in the woods, it sounds like a lady screaming, like straight up.
It is pretty fucking scary. And coyotes are very uniquely sounding animals, but they're like, if you didn't know what a coyote sounded like,
they kind of sound like a group of weirdos cackling.
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah,
it's weird. Yeah.
So here we go. If you guys do encounter a Wendigo, here is how you're gonna kill it.
We need to know this,
y'all.
Because
get your damn pens and paper out, okay? You guys need to know this. Here we go. It's also another part of the myth where opinions differ. Well, fuck, I really was hoping to come at you guys with some concrete evidence. Well, some people suggest that Wendigos can be killed by burning. Some say they can only be killed by using silver weapons.
Silver
and fire, people. If you can't kill them with fire, use some silver. Where the fuck are you gonna get silver?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Back then, it was a lot more prevalent because they had it in their money and shit. Yeah. Now,
how the fuck are you gonna get that silver to kill the Wendigo? I have no clue. Songbird said she was from Washington State, and me being from Massachusetts, we have Native American heritage, so we... Yeah, I don't even blame you at all. Don't be
There's a connection there. I feel like, honestly, when you have anybody that has Native American blood in them, like through ancestors or whatever, there's a connection there with nature.
Yeah.
Know? And it helps you learn to appreciate it as well as fear it in the proper times,
Songbird said that you wear a ton of wear a lot of silver. That's pretty fucking cool.
Ah, nice.
Hell yeah.
Well, you're straight up. You're set. Yeah.
Yeah. So it says the creature should be stalked. Stalk the creature that's stalking you and trying to kill you. The creature should be staked or stabbed in the heart with a silver weapon or shot using a silver bullet. Now, actually, funny thing is, I do have some silver bullets, but they're actually like silver, I guess, coated. But they do make that for 30-06 and sniper rounds. Why they make that, I have no fucking clue, but I saw it at a gun show and I bought it.
I'm going to be looking up some Wendigo rounds.
Yeah.
Straight up incendiary and silver at the same time.
My grandmother, she is why I'm pagan. I would love to have a full-on pagan conversation with you because I've heard a lot of misconceptions about paganism.
Yes.
And I would love to just clarify all the fucking, get any of the misconceptions out of there. That said, according to, how do you pronounce it?
I would say Ojibwe.
Ojibwe lore, a hunter killed a Wendigo with a regular knife by stabbing it in the head many times. As it turns out, if you get stabbed in the head
just
a lot,
ape shit.
It'll fucking kill the Wendigo.
Just going.
Yeah. Well, there we go. That's a good thing to know. On a side note, a different version of the myth suggests that simply is not that easy to kill a Wendigo. Killing it takes much more than just stabbing it in the heart. According to that version of the story, to be able to kill a Wendigo, you must first stab it in the heart with a silver weapon or shoot it with silver bullets, then disintegrate the heart, put it in a silver box and bury it in the church's cemetery.
Holy shit.
Jesus. Even that's not enough, as the creature has regeneration abilities. The remaining parts of the Wendigo must also be disintegrated using a silver knife. Then it should be salted and burned, and the ashes should be scattered. Jesus Christ! Can I just say that's how I want to go out? Can y'all just bury me like a Wendigo? Fuck, man. Forget being cremated. Do that to me. Whatever that is, just figure out that and make that shit happen. But
not the stab in the head part many times. Just the silver box, salted ashes. Yeah, spread them.
Depends though. Am I hungry? Stab me in the head many times until I'm dead. Because Jesus, I'd rather do that than be hungry. But yeah, man, I don't know. There's some crazy shit with the Wendigo. I feel like
there's a lot. There's a lot of lore. See, that's why the whole Wendigo myth and all of that, to me, there could be some truth to it. Maybe not necessarily the part where it's like a werebeast or whatever, like a werewolf beast, and where you don't grow bigger. But I mean, the Wendigo spirit and the psychosis, that stuff has really happened. Yeah, like not necessarily supernaturally. Yeah, but back then it was. You know, that's if somebody like started eating the like if somebody became a cannibal. Yeah. How else would you describe it back then except for they got the Wendigo spirit? You know?
I definitely agree with that. I feel like a lot of the times, and you could probably sum up a lot of the different I don't know, like the myths and the creatures and stuff like that to something to that extent, you know? I mean, and not trying to say that because
we couldn't look into brains like we do now.
Yeah.
You know?
There was definitely not a lot of different studies on it at the moment. You know, there definitely wasn't like a lot of psychology classes and shit like that going around at the time, you know?
Yeah, it was, and it's so much easier to describe it as something as a creature or like all of this to try and spread like lesson to the younger generation.
It's almost like we were doing Krampus. Like that Krampus story was pretty much just to like keep kids in line, and then they were like, all right, yeah, guys, you caught us. This is kind of ridiculous, but let's just start celebrating Krampus. Yeah. And so now it's just like people running around and stuff. But the Wendigo, I don't know, man. It could legitimately be real. The one thing that I will say is that there's not a whole lot of actual like, it's not documented very well that I've seen, like the sightings and stuff like that. Yeah. The actual sightings are a lot more documented in like if you go into like Bigfoot stuff, which I don't know. There's not as much like actual sightings in the Wendigo stuff as there is in other things. But I mean, there again, you just had one the other day that
like right before I came, story. It was really weird because I was just randomly looking through stories, and then it was one little page, you know. And then it had a link, and I read a little bit of it, and I was like, wait. And then I clicked on it, and I was reading more, and I was like, how did this pop up on the day that we're about to do Wendigos? That's fucking crazy,
dude, yeah.
So,
and the weird thing is, we only talked about it through phone. We didn't text or anything about the Wendigo, so... Krampus kind of looks like the Wendigo turned Santa Claus, though, or is that just me? I mean, yeah, definitely could.
Kinda, yeah. According to, like, the legend of how the Wendigo looks, you know, it has, like, the skull of a stag.
Yeah,
he kind of horns and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
and
that's one thing that I'm really liking about doing these origins. We like are fucking schooling up on this stuff, you know. Like whereas before I had a slight understanding of it, now after doing these, I'm like, no, it's this. Yeah. So it's cool. When urban legends collide.
Is there anything on this like about sightings? Like,
I was kind of looking through web shit. Let's click on that, and boom! I was trying to look through here and see if there was some more stuff on the actual Wendigo. Let's see if I can just get this to look a little bit better.
There's literally a lot of spellings of the Wendigo and pronunciations, I guess.
Yeah, there really are, man.
Like tons.
Let's see here. So again, it's just going through here. Description: human cannibalism, tribal reinforcement ceremony. What the fuck is that? Or taboo reinforcement ceremony. Psychosis. Concept of a metaphor.
This makes, like, learning about all of this really does make me want to go back and watch Ravenous.
Yeah, man.
Because, like, that one plays into a lot more of the psychosis aspect of the Wendigos.
Yeah. Although distinct from how it appears in traditional lore, one of the first appearances of the character inspired by or named after the Wendigo in non-indigenous literature is Algernon Blackwood's 1910 short story, The Wendigo. Joe wrote that Blackwood's subtly, I'm gonna let you go for it. We're staggering. We're fucking staggering.
Joe wrote that Blackwood's subtly demonizing rhetoric transforms the Wendigo from a native myth into a descriptive template for the Indian savage. So his was more racist, probably.
Yeah. There you go. That makes sense. Fucking racist.
Right.
It's kind of like I don't know if you guys have seen this recently, but there's a lot of parallels of freaking like what are those dudes called? The like goblins, I think, or was it something else?
I missed
like that.
The beginning of what you said.
No, like they kind of tend to do that a lot with race, or at least they used to.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now it's just like I think it's goblins and Jewish people or something like that.
Yeah, well, like trolls and orcs and elvish people.
Isn't that
and,
so weird?
Yeah, it's wild. It's strange.
I feel like you could definitely draw those parallels, or you can live in total oblivion of them. Like I've lived in oblivion of them, and I don't think that I don't even think a lot of the authors are really going in there and being like, "Well, this person is based off of Jewish people."
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
I don't.
Some of them are, and then some of them aren't. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, but so I guess that's what happened in Blackwoods. Yeah,
There's a new movie that came out in 2021 called Antlers.
I haven't actually
seen it, but I know it deals with the Wendigo.
Yeah,
and it's like it's there.
Oh, here we go.
And it's made by Guillermo del Toro, so it's going to be like terrifying as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I think it's actually out to rent right now, so I might actually rent it tonight.
Yeah.
Based on the So, what is your take on the Wendigo, man? I know that there's not a whole lot to actually like as far as the backstory of said Wendigo. I feel like, but what is your actual takeaway on it, man?
My take is I believe that the Wendigo is real, but not necessarily the supernatural aspects of the Wendigo, like superhuman strength, and if they eat 150 pounds of human flesh, they gain that mass. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
But as far as like the psychosis, the Wendigo fever, I feel like that all that stuff is probably true.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Maybe not in the sense of like the spirit of the Wendigo is doing it, but like if someone has like really bad mental issues and they actually believe that they are turning into a Wendigo.
I can see that.
I believe in that, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's documented. Like, the dude, the Cree Indian guy, Swift Runner, he literally believed he was a Wendigo. Like, he had the psychosis.
And I wonder, so, like, if that guy never heard of the Wendigo, do you think that he would have been like, something possessed me? You know? Do you feel like that would have been something?
That's an interesting...
Yeah, like, instead of just being like, I was, obviously wouldn't have been able to say...
If he never knew about the Wendigo.
Yeah,
if he never knew any of that
I was
lore.
Possessed.
Huh, that's wild.
That wasn't me. It was something else.
So that could be a whole nother can of worms of how anybody does anything. Like if the lore of the Wendigo actually caused him to go on that spree. Because his mind wasn't right in it. But the weird part is though, like up until that point in his life, it seemed like he was doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a fucking...
he didn't have mental problems
for a lot of stuff.
I guess.
Yeah. Maybe some people are good at disguising them. I don't know, man.
I didn't think of that. I totally forgot that before that happened, he was like normal. He
was a put-together dude. As far as like
That's
the
pretty
rules
crazy.
of society deemed him, he was a pretty put-together guy.
Wow, maybe the Wendigo spirit did get a hold of him.
I mean, it's fucking possible, dude. I'm not ready to rule it out yet. But,
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. I would like to do more. I want to do not just an Origins, but like a follow-up on some of these things. And maybe we'll put a pin in the Wendigo just because, like, I'd like to look into more actual stories of some shit that happened.
There's a lot more there that I knew would be there. Like a lot of these, like, you know, Origins we do, they're pretty open and shut. Like, you know, there's not a whole lot to unpack there, but the Wendigo is very broad. Yeah. And very real in a lot of cases. Mm-hmm. That's pretty wild. Like, I mean, he had to have, like, loved his wife. Yeah. And his kids, because, I mean, he had, what, six of them?
Fucking kids, yeah.
So there had to be something there. So, like, why did he do that? That's pretty wild.
Yeah. We need to put a pin in this one, and we need to do another, like, we'll do a, I don't know what we could call it, but we could call it something, and we'll, like, the revised or something like that, or, like, deep dive or something. Yeah. And then, I'm liking doing these Origins, but I would like to do follow-ups, you know? Eventually, do deep dives on it, and then get somebody that really, like, maybe we can get consultants and stuff like that on it, too. Like,
it would be really cool to have, an actual person from that Native American culture.
Yeah.
Like, if we could find
fucking cool would that
somebody
be?
who, like, they grew up and were told real stories.
Dude,
of the Wendigo. That would be really cool.
That's what we're going to start looking for, man. I think that's a great idea. We need to start, we're going to continue to do the origin stories, but then once we get one down, if we're like, all right, put a pin in it. We'll, like, come back to it, and we'll try to get somebody that's, like, a professional in some way.
Yeah, because, like, that's stories. Like, straight up, like, the original, like, they have that in their blood. Like, you know, it was part of their life growing up. Like, that would be wild.
Fuck yes, man. Well, dude, I'm down with doing that. I would love to do that shit. And yeah, you got anything else you want to throw out there, man?
Honestly, I thought about this a little bit last night. As we all know, or most people, Bob Saget passed away recently. Yeah. And I didn't want to make this part about him, but I saw a video where he was talking about this, and it made me really think about the times that we're living in and stuff. And he was talking about how we all need to laugh at this point. Like, everybody needs to laugh. And he said that he saw someone online say something about, like, you comedians, you just do it for yourself. You just get up there and you want everyone to praise you and do it. And he's like, that's the farthest away from the truth for me. Yeah. It's like, being able to bring laughter is one of the greatest things you can do in your life for someone else. It's like helping them laugh or being funny and making people laugh. Like,
which is the truth, man. Yeah.
And that really, like, hit me hard, because I'm just thinking, like, we live in a time where everybody is so quick to get offended, and we've kind of forgotten, like, the purpose of comedy and humor. And it was never to make people feel bad. It was always to just make people laugh. Like,
yeah, it's like comedic relief.
And I mean, I can understand, like, sometimes, like, it can be at the expense of others, but that's not really where I see it. Like, like, if I'm going to be comical or whatever, it's going to be, like, straight up in general. Like, even if it is at the expense of others, I will always include myself with whatever I'm making fun of. Like, straight up. Like,
same here.
Everyone is all included, you know. So I think the thing that I wanted to say on this podcast was, I just feel like we're at a time period where everything seems so dark and drab. Like, it's hard to wake up some days and think, oh man, I'm gonna have a good day today, whenever there's so much around you that's, like, maybe burning down.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and quite literally sometimes too.
Yeah. So, like, I just feel like it's really important to remember that it's okay to laugh. And we should try and make that more of a, I think 2022 should be the year of bringing laughter back into your life somehow. Yeah. Even if things are awful. Like, I don't know, like, even if like laughing is just a distraction. A quick distraction from what's causing you problems. Like, being able to laugh and bringing each other together through laughter, I feel like that's very important right now.
Dude, yeah. And you know, I actually saw something too, like I guess it was like a day or then 2 days before he died. He like one of his last tweets was like, "I'm really excited to get addicted to this again." Like he's talking about like going out and playing comedy shows and stuff, and how much he was excited about really like being revamped into it and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that he was a very healthy dude right before that.
Yeah,
like very healthy,
like,
playing shows, nothing really going on with him.
I watched a thing recently where Jimmy Kimmel kind of did like a monologue, and he talked about him, and they were like really good friends apparently. And he said that over the course of all the outpouring that he's seen from all of these people, they always talk about how sweet of a guy he was. They're like, he was just the sweetest person. Like, he always was never afraid to tell people that he loved them and appreciated them and all this stuff. And I was just like, man, that's so cool to know about him, you know? I mean, he was a lot like the dad in Full House in real life, in the sense that, like, deep down, he just wanted everyone to have a good time.
That's fucking cool.
And I feel like that's how I feel. Like, as far as my life goes, I just want to do everything in my power to help everyone else around me have the best time they can while they're here. Because
hell yeah,
what else is the point?
Yeah, what else are we here for?
Of doing anything if you're not trying to have a good time. So
which, yeah, dude, like, especially with like this channel, like, I really try to bring, like, with even if I'm having a really shitty day, like if I've had the worst fucking day, like yesterday, really rough day, freaking dropped a toolbox onto my big toe and broke my toenail.
Oh, I meant to ask you about that.
Yeah, it hurts, but like,
Damn.
I don't like. So I don't know, man. Yesterday was a bag of shit, and then I got on stream and I was like, let's fucking do it. And then like, it was a fucking chaotic 3.5 hours of just
I was in stream.
Awesome fun.
I was in stream for a while, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like, that's what I try to do. I feel like, I don't know, man. I think, yeah, if more people would try to live their lives in that way, like, just be like, hey, you know
like,
what?
we're all here to
be happy for a little while.
Like, nobody on this planet is here to cause harm. Like, we weren't born for that. We were all born to have the best time that we can while we're here, and it's a very short time, so you might as well have fun. Yeah, you know, as not at the expense of others as much as possible. Yeah, but try and have fun, and you know, be excellent to each other.
But dude, hell yes. I don't know. I totally agree, dude. Going forward in the rest of this year, I think people need to do that more. Just try to have more fun. And don't
let
take
yourself relax a little bit sometimes, you know. I mean, I understand that we all have to have responsibilities, and we have to, you know, upkeep our lives and take care of the serious stuff, but allow yourself to laugh a little bit sometimes. It's okay. Like, I think that laughing helps a whole lot more than we actually realize, until you, like, if you don't laugh very often, if you don't, you know, take whatever, like, when you actually do, it really makes you feel so much better. Yeah, for real, man. So 1,000%. Well, dude, fuck, but that's what I wanted to say. I like it, dude. Thank you for saying that and bringing that up. Because it just hit. Last night I was just, I don't know, it hit me in a way that I wanted to get that across, and I felt like the podcast is the best way. So hell yeah, dude. Fucking yes. Well, man, speaking of freaking really happy, awesome people, like Jeanette, I was gonna say we could ray out to her. She is like on her. I think she's got everything unlocked for the path for partnership, and she's like right at the cusp. So maybe our viewers can freaking help her get there. Yeah. So I don't know, but fuck yeah, man. Yes. Fun podcast. We're putting a pin in, putting a pin in the Wendigo, and we're gonna come back to it with a freaking vengeance. So hopefully, like, I don't know, maybe we can get some people in. The next week, I think we need to do the La Llorona. Yeah. Yeah. That one next week, just because we got called out and said we shouldn't do it. Yeah. Straight up. And I'm like, all right, fucking bring it. I ain't scared. Yeah, we ain't scared. I might be afterwards, but I ain't scared yet. For real, dude. Anybody that does have some information on that, please, for the love of God, put it in our Discord. I'm going to post Discord right here. Yes. And go subscribe to our YouTube. Yes. That way you can get all of the videos. If you miss any of these, you know, they're all going to be up there. So yeah, there it is. Heck, boom. So yeah, it will be on YouTube as well, and then on top of that,
fucking.
I'm trying to figure out how to get us on Spotify.
Yes.
Like, I'm working on that. So
Hell yeah.
It might be on there sometime soon.
Hell yeah, man. Well, y'all have a fucking blessed rest of your night. And I'll see y'all on Wednesday. And then what you got going on? Get in it.
Not a lot.
He's gonna be streaming. He's gonna stream. But hell yeah, guys.
Hopefully soon.
Yes.
I'm figuring it out.
Nice.
It's gonna happen.
Right, guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your freaking night or day. It's actually a day still.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
It's still daytime.
Toodles!
Later.